Retired LMPD Detective Brett Hankison is asking for access to data from Breonna Taylor's cell phone.
Hankison was one of the key figures in the botched 2020 raid, which resulted in Taylor's death. We have reaction from the request from Breonna Taylor's mother and her longtime attorney, Lonita Baker.
Brett Hankison is charged with depriving Breonna Taylor and her neighbors of their civil rights and using excessive force when he randomly fired 10 rounds into each of their apartments during the overnight raid on March 13, 2020. Hankison wants access to Taylor's cell phone in an effort to recover information they claim can show whether Taylor knew about an ongoing series of raids on the night she was killed. They say about 15 minutes elapsed between the first raids in another part of town and then the raid at 12:40 a.m. on Taylor's apartment. Hankison's attorneys argue that it was more than enough time for others to notify her, which would mean Taylor and her boyfriend Kenny Walker knew it was police knocking and were not surprised when police burst in the door. The motion says law enforcement officials have had Taylor's phone since the raid and have made several attempts to recover the data from the phone, but have failed to do so. Hankison's attorneys are asking the judge to grant their expert 1 hour with the phone to verify whether the phone is truly compromised.
Now, we also contacted Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, and longtime family attorney Lonita Baker about this new request. And Lonita sent us this statement saying, "I'm very disturbed by this additional attempt of Hankison to smear Breonna's name by insinuating that someone tipped Breonna off that police were coming to her home for a search. This couldn't be furthest from the truth. If it had any merit, law enforcement would have already presented such proof."
They go on to say nothing found in Breonna Taylor's phone negates the fact that Hankison fired blindly into the windows where he could not see and placed 5 people's lives at risk and resulted in the murder of Breonna, violating all of their civil rights. Hankison's federal trial is expected to begin October the 14th.